Welcome to ShuttleTales Part 2. I wear my sunglasses, so perhaps you know who's my guest today. It's Paul. So, hi Paul.
Sebastian, wie geht es dir?
Oh, we can do it in German.
No, I don't know about that.
But you can speak German, right?
I'm learning little things. Things like numbers, colours, reading menus. It's a lot easier these days when you come over here and you understand things.
Yeah.
And when I was doing the commentating last year, I was speaking to a lot more people from Germany, in the crowd, and all of the organisers like yourself and Elmar, just picking up little words, and it's been really helpful.
Sunglasses. What's the reason that you're wearing sunglasses for your walk on?
Oh, goes back to about 1999. I started playing county darts in England, and back then the Matrix was pretty big thing.
All right.
And I had this fantasy of just going on stage and just being a bit like Neo.
Yeah.
So one of the games I'd said, I'm going to walk on with sunglasses. And it just came from there, really. And when I broke into the world scene in 2008, I thought, I'm going to keep doing it. And it's just stuck with me.
Yeah. Yesterday you had your first game back on stage.
Yeah, very nervous to start with. Felt a little bit strange because we were in Hildesheim about 6 months ago and I was commentating here. So coming back so soon, I just thought, okay, I'm ready to commentate. But then I walked into the players' room and then everybody's saying, well, what are you doing in here? And I thought, well, I'm here to win. And it was nervy at the start. I think the 13 darter in the first leg settled me down a bit, but nerves kicked in the middle of the game and I took advantage of some mistakes. It wasn't my best performance, but if 90 average is my B game now, I'm definitely making some headway.
How important was the tour card for you to get the tour card?
The most important thing about Q School, even though I racked up a lot of points in the first 3 days and I'd assured myself of a tour card after the Saturday, the most important thing for me was to win on the Sunday. So when everybody's scrapping for points, I went in there thinking, I still want to win. And winning the tour card as opposed to getting it on points was huge for me, because that was the first time I'd actually got to the very end of something for quite a long time, and that gave me a lot of confidence.
So I would call it a little comeback now this time. Did it help to be commentator last year at the European Tour to see, okay, now I want to be back on the stage?
Yeah, you see these crowds, places like Vienna, Hildesheim, like Riesa last year was huge. And I thought to myself, I love commentating. It's great fun working with Dan Dawson and Rob Malarkey, Chris Murphy, and all the other players, and wishing them good luck. But secretly, in my heart of hearts, I'm a warrior. I'm a darting warrior, and I want to be on that stage, and I want to be under pressure and under stress, seeing what I can do. And commentating last year was brilliant because it gave me the opportunity to see how the European Tour has progressed, how it's evolved, and the better it gets, the more I want to be part of it. And I'm just so thrilled to be having this opportunity to play again.
You also have a new walk-on song. Is this also part of the new Paul Nicholson, or is the reason for it?
Yeah, I'm trying to establish sort of Paul Nicholson version 2, because version 1 was a bit controversial and a little bit sort of towing the line of discipline. I'm a big fan of the movie Pulp Fiction, and I was actually decorating in my house a couple of weeks ago, thinking about new walk-on songs, and I had a few ideas, but then this song came on Spotify and as a shuffle, and I thought, well, that'd be pretty good. And I thought it's something that people know, and I think that's important because the crowd need to know what it is, and it fits my image, which is I'm just trying to be as cool as I can possibly be, and what's cooler than Pulp Fiction, right?
You still have the bad boy image?
I'd like to think not. I'm trying to be alternative, I think is the right word. I want to be different. I think there are elements of my previous parts of my pro career that I want to hold on to, like the sunglasses. I've still got the shirt, but I want to be a bit more approachable with the fans. I want people to get involved with what I'm doing. I don't want to be seen as controversial or like the bad boy image. If that's what people want to see from me, great, but personally it's not what I want to do. Another thing that the commentating did was it allowed people to see me for who I really am. I'm quite analytical, very deliberate, quite regimented. I know a lot of people think I'm very disciplined, but now I want people to see me for who I am as a player. I think I'm a bit more calmer than I was before, but then again, when I played yesterday, there was a little bit of aggression came out, so maybe that was just a little bit of the past coming out. But I'm definitely grown up a bit more, and I'm ready for the challenges ahead.
Good. I watched you this morning at breakfast, and we just passed the McDonald's. Is this a restaurant you would ever go in? Because this morning you was like really healthy, only fruits, tea, that's it. I think you really take care of your health and of food, right?
Yeah, I always have. You know, don't get me wrong, I eat a burger and steak and stuff like that. As if you see on my Instagram, there was a big steak on there the other day. But I think it's important to start the day the right way. And when you're on the road, it's more difficult to do that because you have to source good stuff. You know, I've got a little pasta thing in the back of the car here, ready for lunchtime. It's important to fuel yourself right. But I think most importantly, I like to have foods that make me feel good. You know, I try and stay away from things like cheese nowadays because it slows you down, it makes you feel lethargic. I eat and drink stuff that makes me feel calm, focused and ready. And that's the reasoning behind the sort of herbal teas, fruits and, you know, sort of porridge for breakfast.
And you're really fit. Is it something you do in your private time? Like you go to the gym or you go for a run or you play golf? I think you're a golf player.
When my shoulder's not hurting, I play golf. I used to do a lot of spinning and a lot of body pump and yoga. I do a bit of yoga now, but my doctors told me because of the injuries I've had with my wrist, my neck and my shoulder, that I need to stop doing strenuous exercise. So nowadays it's more about things like gardening. So I'm getting old. Bit of yoga. I like to stretch. I think that's important as you get older. You need to keep your flexibility. And more mental training these days as opposed to physical. Just trying to stay in a nice calm mindset. But I've always kept myself fit, and I pride myself on the fact that I'm a 32-inch waist, and I want to stay there. So that's the thing.
One last question, and because you're a big Steelers supporter, as I am too.
Yes.
So happy with the season, and what's about you? You really love football, right? American football.
I like the fact that it's a physical chess match. You've got defense against offense, and you've got coordinator against coordinator, then coach against coach. I think it's the tactical element of American football that I like most, as well as the physical, because people really get hit. Pittsburgh Steelers are a phenomenal team. I think they had a good season last year. They got the most out of the season that I think they possibly could. I never thought they would beat the Patriots in the AFC Championship game. I hoped, but it wasn't meant to be, and it was the Patriots year again. But hopefully next year, I think the Steelers are building towards something very, very good because they've got some great young players and getting rid of some of the older guys.
So Paul, thanks for the drive with you. It was awesome, and good luck for your game against Crystal.
Thank you very much.
This evening or this afternoon, and looking forward to see you more times on stage.
Dankeschön, Sebastian.
So Paul, this is one of our new European Tour shirts. It would be nice if you can sign it.
Absolutely.
And one of our Facebook followers can win it.
Fantastic. It's a great prize.
Yeah, it is.
Can I win it?
You can try it.
It's a pity it's the Baltimore Ravens colour, you see.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
I know. Next time we'll be black and yellow.
Good man.
Thank you very much.
No problem.